anyway, if you've got, the point is that it's not just the pre-planning. If you do pre-planning, it's much better. Yes, it's much better. There's no question about that. Okay, but what if you haven't pre-planned, which is the other 98% of the population? Okay. All right. What if you haven't? Do you just have to sell everything and give it all away? Give it all to the nursing home, right? And I say, give it to the nursing home. You're paying for services. Yeah, but you already paid for those services. You already did this. This is like, oh, I don't want my Social Security check because, yeah, I know I paid in, but the government knows what to do with the money. But oh, Medicare? No, 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 no. I don't want any Medicare. Yeah, I paid for it, but I sure don't want it because there's other people more deserving than me of a heart bypass. So no, don't give me that. And the leukemia medicine. Nope, I don't want any of that either. You just hold on to that. I'll sell everything I got and somehow manage to pay for this. Okay, that's where that's the same thing with the long-term care. People don't see it because it's called Medicaid instead of Medicare, but it's the same deal. It's the same, your tax dollars at work, but they'd rather sell the house and, impoverish themselves and all the rest. So my point is, I finally get to the point. The point is that if you need long-term care, don't sell the house. And you haven't done any pre-planning, okay? So what? All right? A lot of people haven't. The people who have, well, they're in a better spot than you are. Yeah, they are. As a matter of fact, their powers of attorney are in place, the trusts are in place. They're not going to have to worry about it. That's true. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Should you done? Yeah. But look, that's all past now. That's all in the rearview mirror. If you need long-term care now, if your loved one needs long-term care now, then now's the time you got to deal with it. And don't put one foot in front of the other till you fall off the cliff. Like so many people, like my dad would have done that. I had this conversation with him, and fortunately they had pre-planned. So it was like, look, Dad, we're just going to implement the plan. Oh, thank God, because I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. I understand. I get that. But putting one foot in front of the other is not a good thing to do when it comes to this sort of thing. So, like I say, I'm talking, and I'm like, okay, well, I wish we'd had this conversation 2 years ago, but we didn't. And now you're down to the last bits of what was proceeds from the sale of the house. Okay, so we can still deal with that. There's still enough, a couple 100,000 or whatever it is. There's still enough there not to throw it out the window. I would think. I would think it would be better not to wait till you're flat, busted, broke. I mean, like absolutely ground down to your last nickel. Not literally nickel. It's the last $2,000 before you looked into this. And so, we'll be talking with those folks. But do you see my point? It's like it's hard for me to believe that there's folks who don't understand that you don't give up. You don't ever give up. You don't ever just throw in the towel and say, oh, there's nothing I can do. There's always something you can do, right? And the time to do it is when you have more rather than less.